Hi, this is Killigan. We're going to go ahead and build the database table. We do need 8 fields, and we need them for the ID, which is the user ID, the title, the extension, when the file was uploaded, who uploaded it, which would be the username, and then the file size, where it's located, and whether it's active or not. So we could type out the database, or what I'd prefer to do is show you how to use phpmyadmin. There are a lot of ways to use this program, but what we want to do is go into our database, and I'm just going to show you this way. You can go into operations, and we're going to create a database called new file storage files, and we'll just start out with just the one field, and we'll just click go. This first field is going to be the ID, and it is going to be an INT, and it's going to be 11, and it is not going to just select none. If you had a default of something, you would have as defined, whether it's null or not null. In this case, it's none. This is going to be a primary key, so we'll just select primary, and that is it. Then we can just go ahead and click save. Now that will have created our database with our primary key. So now what we want to do is add a table to it. So what we'll do is go down here to add, and we will just add one, and we'll just go ahead and add it after the ID. Just click go, and in here we will type in our title, and this is going to be a varchar. So we'll just select varchar, and the length we'll just set it at 60, and the default is going to be none again, and this time you can either click save, or you can click or add one field. We'll go ahead and click save. Now you can do this differently. You can start out with adding one or more fields. You can add it to the end of the table, to the beginning of the table, or after a certain field that you already have there. What we are going to do is we're just going to add it at the end of the table, and we're just going to click go. Now we'll just go ahead and add the next one, which is going to be the extension, and the extension is going to be a varchar, and we'll just use 60 again, and the default on this is going to be none again, and this time we'll just go ahead and we'll add one field, and it'll just bring up another box. And this time it will be, we're going to name it uploaded, and this is going to be an INT of 11, and the default is going to be as defined, which is not null, and is going to be 0. Now we can go ahead and click go again, and we will have the next one, which is going to be the submitter, and this is going to be a varchar, and we'll use 255. You can use 60 or whatever you want. I'm just going to use 255. And this again is going to have nothing here, and as you can see, you can just click save, and now you have these fields. Now we need to add 3 more. So right here we can just go ahead and add 3 if you want at the end of the table, and just click go. Now it'll just bring all 3 of these up. So you can just go ahead and finish it out. We're going to use file size, and file size is going to be different. It's going to be a big INT, and the value for this is going to be 20. The default is going to be as defined, because it is going to be a default of 0. And then the next one is going to be the folder, and the folder is going to be a varchar of 60, and it is also going to have a none here, and then the last one is going to be active, and that is going to be a tiny int, and it is only going to be a value of 2. And then the default on this will be as defined and 1. So by default the uploaded file will be active, and then you can just click save. Now it is entered all of those. We do want to create a key for title, and we could have done that when we created it to begin with by just where there's the section in here in the beginning, like let me see here, let me go back and I will show you real quick. When you're adding a field, and you can select index, primary, unique, index, or full text. So you can select that, but we're not going to. What we want to do is go in here. I just wanted to show you you can add more keys, and what we want to do is we want to create an index, and we want 1. So let's go ahead and click go. And this time, because we had one called title, we will just type title, and this is just going to be an index, and the field is title, and just click save. Now if you go down here, you will notice that you have a primary key, and then you have your key, which is title. Now, so you don't have to type this again later. What you can do is you can go right in here to your main table here, to your main database, and click export. Then what you will do is you will scroll down, and you will find the new file storage, and you want to go ahead and leave the add if not exists. You do want the add auto increment value if you want it there. I normally always turn off the complete inserts and extended inserts. Leave data checked and everything else. You don't need to save the file unless you want to. If you do, just click save file, and you can download it however you want to in just a regular file. You can have it zipped or gzipped. I am not going to do that. What I'm going to do is just click go, and then it will open this up. The part that we need is this section right here, which is the create table if not exists, and this is so we can use it later if we need to. And so we'll just go ahead and copy it, and then we'll open up our program here. We'll just create a new file or something. What we can do is just, it can be any file. You can save it, just paste it in there. One thing you want to try to always do, because not everyone uses the same char set as you, just go ahead and erase that default char set. Just get that off of there. And now you have your table. So basically, if you wanted to use this again, you can just copy it. You can go in here and let's delete that table real quick. If I can find it again. Let's go ahead and delete the file storage by dropping it. And then we can go back into SQL, and we can just paste that on here, and then just click go. And it will insert that table. And now you've created your database table for the file storage module. The next step is we will actually create the code where we are going to, when we upload the file, it will insert it into the database. So we will be back. Thank you.